All right, y'all, what's going on? Today we have a very special video. It's a little bit different than usual. I'm here with my main man. Introduce yourself.
My name is Brennan.
Brennan's my boy. He's my roommate. You're going to see him on this channel a lot. Trust me. So today we're coming with the all Adam Sandler movie tier list. There's not every single movie. Like, it doesn't have, like, Uncut Gems, which would go S tier. And it doesn't have, like, the do-over. I know that's not technically, like, a Sandler flick, but that's one of my favorites. I'd probably go A with that. So we have these tiers going. A, B, C, D, F. And then we have the Jack and Jill tier.
Jack and Jill.
Because that movie sucks. Alright, so let's get into this. The first one, Bedtime Stories. I haven't seen that one in a grip, but from what I remember, it was alright.
I'm going... I throw C or B.
I'd probably go C with that too. I don't remember too much. I remember watching it as a kid. Nothing too special there. It's a fun one. Heartfelt one. It shows a good side of Adam. It does.
But we're looking at the whole picture.
We're looking at the whole picture.
Are we crying?
We're doing a little bit of both. But we do a lot of laughing and crying in this next one. The week of.
Ooh.
I fuck with the week of.
Week of. That's an A for me.
I'd go A too. It's a fun one.
Lowest B.
Lowest B. That's where I'm trying to decide between B and A.
But we've got to be a little bit strict.
Yeah.
We've got to be a little strict.
I'd probably go B just because there are definitely like funny scenes. And there's like those heartfelt moments too.
Heartfelt moments.
But there are some slow points, I feel like a few.
I mean,
I might go B. B. I agree with B. I agree with B. It's a fun one. What do we got next? Just Go With It. Ooh, that one's a fun one. That's a fun one.
That's just like a classic shut your brain off. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Don't think too hard. I mean, that's tough too because Sandler for me is like...
I love like the slapstick shit. It's a little more serious. Still a lot of slapstick in it though. I'd probably go B with Just Go With It.
I go B.
Yeah. Jennifer Aniston kills it as well.
The Sandler Aniston
That's a combo.
Is...
That's my boy. It's fire. But it's not like amazing. It's like
right.
We're from Boston and they make us look like fucking douchebags, but it's still a funny ass movie.
If we're being strict,
I'd probably still go B with it. I'm still probably going B.
I think it's good. I could see it maybe. There's a C argument.
Some of the jokes are like overdone, I feel like. But again, it is Sandler, so that's gonna happen. I'd say B because like the jokes are funny.
Yeah.
The jokes are funny. Like it's not like they're like really reaching with jokes and it's like fails. Like.
So we going B again?
I like it. I like Sandberg a lot too. I don't know.
Classic.
Would you say B?
I go B.
B.
So we can reorder these if we decide.
Yeah. If
B's getting too heavy.
If there's one that goes up into B that we're like, all right, that's better than some of those, we can drop.
Okay.
Next, Little Nicky. I haven't seen it. I've seen the trailer. He's seen it. After watching the trailer, kind of looked like ass. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't know if I'd want to see it. But
it's like that Hubie Halloween kind of thing where it's like.
Hubie Halloween's more doable though.
I love it.
Like based on like the fucking like what was going on in that film. I haven't seen it, so I can't make a fair judgment. I throw
it C. For me,
Little Nicky at C. Okay, I haven't seen it, so I gotta leave it.
Because honestly, like every time I try to watch it, I end up not finishing it.
Yeah, because I mean, even just watching the trailer, I feel like with the comedy in it, it wouldn't be something that I would enjoy. But I haven't seen it, so.
I would say C or D.
C.
If we're being strict.
I like haven't seen it, so.
Put it in C for now. If we
put it in C for now. Okay. Next, Mr. Deeds. Classic. That's gotta go.
At least A.
That's at least A. That's at least
Subject
A.
to S.
Oh, I'm going A with that. I'm going A. It's a classic, but I know there's a few that are gonna be in that S tier that I would rather watch. Zohan. I might have to go fucking. It has its moments.
I'm going D. That's
D. Yeah, it has its moments, but overall, pretty stupid movie. This one, okay, we actually have to make a new category here.
Which one is this?
women, men, children, whatever it is.
Where should we put it, below Jack and Jill? Or above Jack and Jill?
We'll probably still go above.
Alright.
This is gonna be we haven't watched, but after watching the trailer, we do want to watch it.
How do we do it? Is it the little... Yeah.
Arrow below. And we will title this. So
Like, when you see the F thing, what if we title it, like, need to watch, or like...
Yeah, need to watch. Because there's some in here that, like, after watching it, like the trailers and shit that we haven't seen, I probably wouldn't watch it based on how bad it looked. Like, after watching the trailer for Little Nicky, I probably would never watch that movie. But need to watch. We watched this. It looks pretty serious, and it looks like a pretty good plot.
I've heard good things about this.
So that's gonna go and need to watch.
So wait, what? That one's called Men, Women, and Children?
Men, Women, and Children, I think. Yeah.
That's a need to watch.
Transylvania, haven't seen it. Just gonna leave it out because I could care less about watching it in the future.
Alright, we'll leave it out.
Transylvania 2. Ridiculous 6 is pretty fucking stupid.
I've honestly never seen the whole thing.
It's pretty dumb. I put it in the same category as stupid as the Zohan.
It's a knockoff Tarantino, right?
It's a parody. It's a parody.
You gotta give him credit for doing the parody, because we love our boy, but...
I'd probably put it in D with Zohan. Just because, like, it's a parody, but it's not really that funny, in my opinion. Sandy Wexler.
I started it. I can't finish
I've seen
it. I can't
it.
get through it.
It's kind of boring. It's kind of fucking boring.
Respect for the true story.
I'm pretty sure it's, like, based around a true story. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure not, like, after, like, reading about it, it is. But I watched it. Kind of boring. Like, cool. Like, it has, like, a cool plot, I guess. Like, he's, like, a talent scout. Overall, kind of boring to me. I'd probably go either C or D.
C or D.
I don't think it's as bad as Zohan and I can't even fucking talk right now. I don't think it's as bad as Zohan or Ridiculous 6. So I'd probably go C.
C for now.
8 Crazy Nights. That's
an easy.
That's an S.
Easy S.
Classic holiday flick.
Classic holiday.
Whole family.
Crazy jokes.
Longest Yard. Ooh,
That's
A.
gotta be. That's creeping on S, dude. How many times I've seen that movie?
It's so on the line. It's on the line.
So that one is also like what did he do? It's a remake.
Yeah.
Because there was, but he killed it, dude.
Yeah, and like the old dude, the coach. Yeah, that plays the coach.
Yeah.
Not Chris Rock, but the other old guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was the original quarterback in The Longest Yard, like the original. So I gotta give him points.
And he got in at the last scene.
I'd have to say.
I would say
it's right on the line. It's right on the line.
I mean, because obviously
we could put it in S for now, and if it starts to not stack up with some of the others, then we could move it to A.
All right.
Alright, yeah, we'll throw that in A for now, because that's Longest Yard.
Keep it A. Keep it A.
Yeah, we'll keep it A for now. Click is fire. It gets really sad.
Click.
Like, for such a funny movie, the way they, like, flip it into making you really sad. I'd probably go A with Click. But I don't love Click either.
I think Click is a B or an A. It really hits.
Yeah.
In terms of how sad it does turn. No spoilers, obviously, but I'm sure everyone knows the ending.
Yeah.
Of Click.
If we throw it in B,
the concept's pretty.
I would probably move down That's My Boy. But then That's My Boy is so much better than some of the movies we have at C.
That's why we're doing the ranking, right?
Yeah.
So
I'll throw Click in A for now.
You want to do A?
Should we do A for now?
Keep it in A.
Anger Management. I haven't seen it in a long time. We just rewatched the trailer, brought back some memories.
It's a classic.
It's a classic, but I'm not like the biggest fan in the world.
I could go B.
I could go B with that. Yeah. Just because it's a classic and people love it. Chuck and Larry is fire.
Duncan's giving me a call. He's made the appearance in the video.
Duncan.
With the text.
Yeah.
Chuck and Larry.
That's a funny one. If I would say.
Oh, dude, Chuck and Larry's classic.
Yeah. I could honestly go A with B, but
it's at least B.
B's getting loaded.
Chuck and Larry is like the bar for B. I feel like, in terms of
solid flicks. You gotta love a Kevin James. You gotta love a Kevin James in there.
Huge shout out to Kevin James.
I honestly am thinking of moving D down to F, and then moving C down to D, because I don't think That's My Boy is up on the level of the other ones we have up there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's get the. Let's rank 51st.
Okay,
and then let's edit.
That's
because
an S.
That's an easy S. That is
we don't even have to.
One of the best Sandler movies to ever come out.
51st Dates is an S. Him and that Drew Barrymore. Is it Drew Barrymore?
Yeah.
That connection is fucking crazy.
Next level.
See, now here I'd probably.
Isn't Sean Penn in that movie? Who's it?
Sean Astin.
Sean Astin.
Rudy.
He's hilarious in that.
Yeah, see, I might move Zohan and Ridiculous down to F.
Okay.
Move the C's down to D.
Okay, let's see what it looks like.
And then. And then I'd probably put That's My Boy in C.
What's the first one on D?
Week of. Or D.
No.
Little Nicky.
Okay, so what do we have in B right now?
We have Week of, Just Go With It, That's My Boy, Anger Management, and Chuck and Larry. I might move
Week of to C.
I might go Week of C, and probably That's My Boy C.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels better. That feels better. Okay, next, it's that something rain.
Rain over me.
Rain over me, yeah. Something rain. We watched the trailer.
Looking good.
Him and Don Cheadle. It looked really good. Haven't seen it.
Need to watch
for sure. It looked really good. Airheads. It looked kind of dumb, but it looked like it would be fun.
It looks like it could be a cult classic. Need to watch that.
Need to watch for sure.
Throw that up there.
Need to watch Murder Mystery.
I'm saying C, just because it's a Netflix. Turn your brain off. Like.
Yep.
Doesn't rub you the wrong way. It could get a little bit. I mean, it's the Sandler Aniston mashup.
It's solid.
Which is always classic.
I didn't like it as much as some of his other movies, but it wasn't a bad movie. That's why I might go C with it.
It wasn't. Was it the greatest? No.
It didn't keep me like fully entertained.
Then maybe it's a D. Maybe it's a D based on
what else is in there.
Based on what else is there.
I know, but it's better than Sandy Wexler.
What about Bedtime Stories though? Bedtime Stories.
It's hard to compare though, because that's like a kids movie. Murder Mystery's more involved, but I'd say C, just because I feel like Murder Mystery is on the same level of The Week of. I like The Week of a little bit better. Way, yeah. I'd go C with it.
I'd go with Turn Your Brain Off C.
Yeah, wasn't my favorite. I heard they're making a second one. Hopefully the second one's a little bit better.
I mean,
Jack and Jill.
Know about the sequels.
Yeah. Wait, what?
History shows that the sequels are usually a little bit better.
I guess. I mean, with Sandler, it's always slapping. Jack and Jill, in its own category. Worst movie I've ever seen, I think, in my life.
Huge props to the man for going for it. But we got to put it in its own tier.
For it.
He really went for it.
It was fresh. It was a new idea. It just didn't sit.
I mean, it was Doubtfire-esque.
I think that's what he was trying to go for, yeah.
But sometimes we put out some flops. It is what it is.
It happens to the best of them. Spanglish was solid.
Spanglish is solid.
I'd probably
go C or D, just based on what else we have.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with Spanglish at all in my book. It's just it's obvious. It's not the funniest. It's more of like a family drama type.
Mm-hmm.
I go for me. It's
C.
like based on everything else. It's a C.
But I like it better than the movies that we have in D.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
put it in C for now, I guess, right?
If you want to go D, I mean...
No. I don't want to go D with it. I don't think it's a bad movie.
Yeah. Next up, Waterboy. S.
S
tier, 100%. Can't sleep on the Waterboy. Might have to zoom out a little bit here, just because...
Oh, we got, yeah. Okay.
Just so we can see all the movies. Next up, we have Funny People. I thought Funny People was a good movie. I think you said you didn't see it.
I didn't finish it. Of course, it's been a long time.
It's solid. It's a C. It like good plot.
Okay.
Seth Rogen's always good. It's kind of more of like, I felt like it was more of like kind of a like dramedy type.
Oh yeah, because
He's dying and all that. So I'd probably go C with it. Yeah, it's in that mid tier. Big Daddy's S.
Shout out to Sprouse
Big
Twins.
Daddy
Shout out
is
to
S.
Sprouse Twins.
Next up, we got, I think that's the Markowski.
That one's honestly really good in my book.
Mm-hmm.
It is a heavy drama.
It's different.
Heavy drama, shot really well, great plot. Really, really pulling on like family battling and emotions. I enjoyed it. Would I watch it a million times? No.
But it is a good movie.
It's a good movie. I'm not putting it higher than a B in my book.
Because overall, it is a great movie. I'd probably go B with it.
He did well on that movie.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
That'll go B. Because it was a solid movie. And then the next one is, I'm having trouble seeing it, but it's the Punch Drunk Love.
Punch Drunk Love.
I remember watching it as a kid. Didn't really do much for me. I mean, it's solid. I'd probably go D with it, honestly.
Okay.
And D doesn't mean it's a bad movie on this list.
Yeah.
I think really only because Ridiculous Six and Zohan. I mean, Zohan's kind of shitty, but it has its moments. But like, really, the only Sandler movie I dislike is Jack and Jill. But just to like compared to what's in the S tier, these are at the bottom of the list.
Yeah, because we're ranking some of the best movies of all time.
Billy Madison, I know it's a classic, and I'm probably gonna get hate for this, but I feel like the highest I would want to put it is I can't S tier it. I know people probably would. I can't do it. I'd go A, because I'd rather watch like Chuck and Larry than.
You gravitate towards Chuck and Larry type movies more than.
Yeah, and we have Chuck and Larry in a B, but it's such a classic. Like as a kid, it was funny as fuck. Now when I watch it, like it's still a classic, but it's not as great.
Right, and I would say it's like, if you were to ask anyone what's your favorite Adam Sandler movie, that's always going to be in the conversation.
Yeah. I could go A with it just for the sentimental value and how classic it is. I can't do S.
So
it is
just going based on what we love and enjoy. I can't front and say, oh, it's S because I love it. It's an A for me. It can't.
It's an A for me.
Just based on how much I've watched it. Like,
yeah.
I have other Sandler movies I'm watching before. It is an amazing classic, but
Happy Gilmore is
that's
S.
easy. That's
S.
the quickest S.
That's one of my favorite. I don't know which one's my favorite between Waterboy and
first for me. Just that's the one I just.
Waterboy's fucking goated. The Wedding Singer's a classic too. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it is a classic. I'd probably put it up there with Billy Madison and A.
You could go B.
B.
Just based on how frequently I view it. It's a classic. All of these are classics. For me, and all the other movies that we're up against with this, for me, I would go B.
Just because it's status. I've only seen it a few times when I was a lot younger because it always used to be on like FX or like one of those like random channels.
Yeah.
But it's good. Not my favorite. This one, Overboard. We watched the trailer. It looks really old.
I want to see it just because it looks.
It looks like it would be like so stupid, like one of those movies that's so bad that it's good.
It could be in that category. A person never seen it. Watching that trailer, it's like. It looks so fucking old.
Yeah.
That it could just be funny to watch, like, how shitty it was shot.
Yeah, no, it could be like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, one of those, like, so bad that it's funny.
Right.
Like, because I saw other people doing this tier list, and they all had it as, like, horrendous. But, like, that kind of intrigues me a little bit to actually watch it. Like,
I kind of do want to watch it just to be like, oh, is it really as bad as everyone is saying? Because I don't know. So...
We could put it in D to watch because we haven't seen it.
It's controversial.
It's controversial.
This one's controversial.
But I feel like, I don't know.
I want to give it a chance.
Seeing how bad people say it is, that kind of gives me hope that like maybe it's like, so stupid that it's good.
Yeah, could be.
Hubie Halloween. I love Hubie Halloween.
Same conversation. Yeah. People love and hate this movie.
I love it.
I love this movie.
I'd go A with it, honestly.
Dude, I'm almost on it. It's just because, dude.
It's October tomorrow.
Today, I think it's today.
Is it today?
I am watching this movie on Halloween easily.
Yeah, it's
100%.
October 1st. I mean,
it is so controversial. It's not a classic, is the thing, right? Like,
it's not a classic yet, but it is one of the only Halloween movies that isn't a horror movie that's out. Besides maybe like, I guess like Nightmare Before Christmas, but like you can classify that as a Halloween or a Christmas movie, like depending on how you see it. I like Hubie Halloween. I enjoy it.
I mean, so I think Hubie Halloween, the slapstick in that movie is so good. It's such a stupid good movie.
Yeah.
I'm A with it. I would like it to be S one day, but I don't think it is right now.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go A. Yeah, I'm saying A.
That one's going to get... People are not going to agree with that.
No. We might get hate for that, but it's our opinion.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's our opinion. If you don't agree with it, then I don't know. You don't agree with
Leave
it.
a comment.
Next up is GU2.
Possibly the best Sandler movie to ever drop.
I love Grown Ups 2. Like,
Extremely
we talk about Grown Ups 2 all the time. We quote it all the fucking time.
It is...
It's
right up there with 51st for me. Go ahead.
I know people like GU1 a lot more than GU2, but
No
I
shot.
like GU2 better.
No, they figured it out. They worked out the kinks.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm going S, like, immediately. I'd say GU2 is probably tied with my favorite Sandler movie. With Waterboy, 51st Dates is so good, too. I'd say Waterboy and Grown Ups 2 are probably my favorite Sandler flicks. I do love The Do-Over. I wouldn't put it in S, but I don't know what, like, people think of that movie, but I thoroughly enjoy it. I would probably go A with it. Like,
so the way I describe why I love Adam Sandler movies is because for me it's just we've been saying it a bunch, but turn your brain off and just enjoy it. Don't stress out, relax. And this movie, Grown Ups 2,
boys are just having a good time.
it's just all your best friends are having an amazing time. You can't not love Grown Ups 2. It's one of the, I don't know. I think it's probably
Yeah, my favorite thing about Sandler, which is like why it's kind of harder to grade the more serious movies, is because, like what you were just saying, like these like slapstick ones make me like feel good, like they make me happy, like just watching them. Like, and GU2 gets way more slapstick than GU1, and like some of the scenes I would say they were kind of stupid, like with like the deer and all that shit, but like it's a fucking Sandler flick.
Right.
And it's like classic, and it's so good.
And it's like, so some of these movies that we're ranking far below, they have the same slapstick energy and scenes, but it's just like, slapstick's really hard to get right. And I think most of the time in Grown Ups 2, they do get it right.
Yeah.
And it doesn't flop. And I'm usually laughing my ass off the whole time. And I've seen that movie so many times.
I've probably seen it upwards of like 15 times, and it hasn't gotten old.
No,
like at all.
I would watch it right now.
We might have to after this video. Pixels, I've seen Pixels. It's done really well. The concept is like kind of cool. Not my traditional Sandler pick. I'd probably go C with it just because it's a good movie. They have a cool cast in there. It's a cool concept. So I'd probably go C with it because it's all right.
I don't know if I have too much of an opinion. I don't know if I've seen it. I'll let you take the reins on C.
I'd probably go C. But I'd rather watch The Week Of or That's My Boy over it. So I might go D with Pixels.
I'd go D.
Yeah, I'll go D. Because it's a cool concept and it's a cool idea, but it's just not my style of Sandler that I like.
The thing for me is like I can't even remember if I've seen it. Probably not. Based on the trailer, cool concept, but am I really jumping in to watch it? I mean, if it's been on this all this time and I've never seen it, no. So.
We got Blended. I think Blended's solid. That's like a solid C for me.
Yeah. It's kind of like there with Just Go With It. It's kind of on par, but I think Just Go With It is over Blended. I go C.
Yeah, I think that's a solid C. Solid movie. Next we got Bulletproof. We just watched the trailer. We haven't seen it. It looked like a fucking ball though. It looked like they're having
Oh,
a
yeah.
blast. Definitely need to watch.
Need to watch this one.
Him and the Wayans brother. I forget which one. I think Damon Wayans.
Yeah.
That's a random combo that intrigues me.
I didn't even know that combination existed.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to watch that.
Two more here. We got The Cobbler. Solid. I probably would never see it again.
Right. One
I'd
of those.
probably go D.
Yeah. One of those interesting concept. Kind of more of less comedic, more of the family drama type, right?
Yeah. I'm going D. Not a bad movie by any means, but I just doesn't have a lot of replay value for me.
Right.
And then last but not least, Grown Ups 1. This is the debate because I think Grown Ups 1 is easily on the line of S or A. He's saying B, which I can agree with.
I think B, but I just think I watched Grown Ups 1 and it's solid. It's definitely solid, but I think Grown Ups 2 is leagues past it. Like at least a couple tiers past. I think they've perfected all the kinks and got exactly what they were looking for in the second movie over the first.
Yeah. I want to go A just because I remember like watching that movie like with like my sisters and my family and just like I feel like that was like one of the first like Adam Sandler movies that I like fully understood what was going on because like I had watched like all the older ones when I was a kid, but I didn't like appreciate them as much.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, The Waterboy's funny, like, and like all these movies are funny, but like I didn't appreciate them. I feel like Grown Ups 1, like with just like the nostalgia factor, it was like one of the first Sandler flicks that like really I was like, oh, this shit's kind of fire. I wouldn't say it's as good as Grown Ups 2. I know that's gonna get a lot of flack. I know people aren't huge fans of Grown Ups 2. We love Grown Ups 2 though. I want to say A just for like the nostalgia factor.
I'm going A or B, so we can go A for sure.
Well, what do we have in B? So, are you watching Just Go With It with Grown Ups?
I would watch Just Go With It before Grown Ups 1.
Okay. And
That's why.
Yeah.
I mean, would you watch... Oh, but would I watch The Wedding Singer before Grown Ups? Probably, yeah, honestly. What about, dude, because Chuck and Larry is in B right now.
Yeah. I can go... Actually, seeing the movies that are already in A... Like, I'd watch Longest Yard way before I watch Grown Ups 1 again. I'd watch Hubie Halloween before. Billy Madison, probably not. That's just a classic. But Click, I haven't seen Click in a grip. I would love to watch Click again.
I would watch Click again.
I guess I'm cool with B. I'd put it up there with, like, Chuck and Larry. Like...
I mean, well, let's see.
Because it's not...
We could
it's
move
not,
Chuck and Larry to A as well, I feel like.
Yeah.
I personally think Chuck and Larry could be in A.
Chuck and Larry could be an A compared to like what it's next to.
Yeah, I think Chuck and Larry's the strongest one in B
I'd say
right now,
Grown Ups 1 and Just Go With It are probably on par for me.
Okay.
So maybe we move Chuck and Larry up to A, throw Grown Ups 1 and B.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm with
Are you
that.
okay with that? I mean, I know you're thinking...
Well, I'm looking at what we have in A already. Like, I'd watch Hubie Halloween before I watch Grown Ups. I'd watch Longest Yard before I'd watch Grown Ups.
Same.
I'd watch Click before. Mr. Deeds, maybe not, but like Mr. Deeds is just a classic. That's why it's up there. Billy Madison, classic.
I'd watch Mr. Deeds before I watched G1.
Okay, so let's throw Chuck and Larry up into A because that's a funny one. That's a good one. And then Grown Ups 1 in B. Because I feel like Grown Ups 1 and Just Go With It are on par with each other for me.
I mean...
I think this is a pretty solid list.
So what do we have? Let's go through the tiers here. S tier, we got...
8 Crazy Nights.
Yep.
It's a classic.
Has to stay.
50 First Dates.
One of the best.
Goated.
Has to stay.
Waterboy. Goated.
Yep.
Big Daddy. Goated.
Classic.
Happy Gilmore. Goated. G2. I know not everyone's going to agree. In our opinion, goated.
It's one of the best.
A, we got Deeds. Longest Yard. Click. Billy Madison. Hubie Halloween. Chuck and Larry. That's a solid A.
That's really good.
That's a solid A. B, we got Just Go With It, Anger Management, Mirowitz, whatever it's called, Wedding Singer, and Grown Ups 1. I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that.
It's looking good.
C, we got Week Of, Murder Mystery, That's My Boy, Spanglish, Funny People, and Blended.
How are we feeling about our C?
I'm liking our C.
Okay. What do we got in D?
D, we got Little Nicky.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you. Sandy Wexler, Bedtime Stories, Punch Drunk Love, Pixels, and Cobbler.
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
I'm good with it.
F is Ridiculous 6. Zohan. Again, I don't hate either of those movies. They're just like...
They're stacking up against...
They're really dumb. They're like... The concepts are like really dumb. But they still have their moments and they're still funny.
We do love the slapstick, but it's just... It doesn't hit the same way as...
The other ones, yeah. And Zohan's funny. Like, there are moments of Zohan. It's just like the premise of it is like really dumb in my opinion. And Ridiculous 6, like, it's a parody. It's like a spoof movie, but like, it's just not amazing to me.
It's one of those where he is getting all the boys together.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Then need to watch. I'm happy with this list. Men, Women, and Children.
Reign Over Me.
Reign Over Me. Airheads.
We gotta find out about what's going on about. We gotta find out about Overboard.
Overboard. We have to watch that tonight. And then Bulletproof. That one looks good too.
Good.
And then there's Jack and Jill, which is a horrendous movie.
So where would we throw Uncut Gems? I think that's S tier.
That's S. I think Uncut Gems overall is Sandler's best performance as an actor.
Sure, of course.
And it's a great movie too.
His range. I mean, all of this, you know, is really indicating his range here. But I think Uncut Gems, I agree, that really, really showcases his performance. I'd go S with that. What about Do-Over?
Do-Over, it's one of my personal favorites, so I'd put it up there with A, just because I probably watch it the same amount I watch Hubie Halloween, which is like a decent amount. So I'd probably go A. Personally, like, how would you go?
I go A. I mean,
it's fun. I like the concept. It's like,
it's on par with like the Hubie Halloween type like replay value.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, it's on par with like Ju-2 replay value, but I don't know if it's as classic as Ju-2.
No, definitely not. Yeah,
and
I'd go
people
A.
Again are just gonna disagree with Ju-2.
Yeah,
regardless.
Like, I don't know how much people like the Do-Over. I personally fucking love it. I think it's a great Sandler flick. That's just my opinion. I'd go A if the Do-Over was on this. And then, what else? Is there any ones we're missing?
I mean, there's
the new basketball one.
I haven't watched it.
I watched it. Really good. Not my favorite. I know Adam Sandler in real life like loves sports and basketball and stuff.
Right.
So I think it was cool to see him with like a bunch of like professional athletes. I thought that was pretty cool.
I'm sure he had a blast making that.
I'd probably go B because he did kill the acting. He plays like his kind of like agent or like he's like a talent scout or something. And it was a cool movie, like seeing a bunch of like pros in a movie. Like all the actors weren't actors besides Sandler and like his wife. Like all the other actors were like professional athletes, which I thought was like pretty cool. I'd go B. It was a cool movie. Not my favorite, but it was different. It was definitely different.
Dude, I wonder how Sandler would rank his movies. You know?
Yeah.
Because I would imagine that movie, the basketball one, was
he'd probably go S.
He'd probably go S to make that.
You could tell he wanted to make that movie.
Oh. Yeah.
And then Murder Mystery 2, I heard, is coming out soon, so we'll see what's up with that.
And I think there's a bunch of other movies that are just not included on this list.
Movies that he's in, but I think these are all based around him being the main.
Got you. Yep, probably.
Because I know in The Do-Over he is like a main character, but I think it's technically like David Spade's movie.
Right.
But yeah, I'm cool with this list.
Drop a comment if you're thinking Ju-2 does not belong in S.
Yeah,
if you're thinking,
fucking give us your opinions, honestly.
If you think we have to watch some of these movies, I mean, what other things might be controversial on this?
I think
Billy Madison might get people riled up.
Billy Madison might get people riled up. Anger Management in B might get people a little riled. Wedding Singer in B might get people a little riled.
Yeah, that'll stop. Oh, Hubie Halloween in A.
Hubie Halloween in A.
People definitely riled up.
Riled up.
Yeah, leave a comment. Let us know.
Yeah, let's hear your opinions. Let us know what you guys think. And if you want us to do more tier lists, we kind of want to do like, we watch like all like the Happy Madison or whatever the company's called. Like we love all those movies. So if you want us to do like maybe that entire tier list, if we can come up with one. That could be fun. We could do like a live stream with that if it's like a ton of them. We could do Kevin James. We could do Spade. We could do Farley. We could do Rock. We could do all those. Like, we love watching these type of movies. So
we should do some Wahlberg movies because
we could do Wahlberg. We could do like
because Wahlberg's in so many movies that like half of them are amazing, half of them flop or just are kind of in that same category of like, you know, why do we love that? Sorry, I'm getting tangent here, but. yeah, we're thinking about doing a lot of tier lists.
Yeah, we want to do some tier lists, maybe like one a week or something. And yeah, leave some comments, hit that subscribe button if you fuck with it. I'm gonna have more gaming content. My boy Brennan here, he's gonna be starting a YouTube channel soon. He doesn't have the name yet, but once we get that, I'll be sure to leave that link. But yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching. I'm happy with this list. All right. Peace out.